Thomas Grillo plays the theremin.
It is technically a synthesizer because it's an amalgamation of multiple components. It's basically a box. It can be made out of wood, plastic, metal, and inside this box you have an electronic circuit board which produces a field of energy around two antennas. You have a vertical rod antenna which you use for controlling pitch. You have a second antenna that controls volume or dynamic volume. We call that the volume loop.
The theremin makes a musical note using the changes in electrical capacitance caused by interaction of the human body coming closer to or farther away from a resonant field around an antenna. Thomas is perhaps one of just a handful of people in the world who play the theremin well, training his ear and his hand to feel the subtle changes in pitch and amplitude a raised finger or a slightly cupped palm causes. Invented by a radio technician back in the teen years of the 20th century, capturing the effect he first accidentally discovered while moving closer to and then farther away from unshielded vacuum tubes in resonant circuits, the theremin has to be classified as an unusual instrument, at least. But why wouldn't Thomas Grillo play an unusual instrument? In his Fondren area home in North Jackson, Thomas is surrounded by his other interests: computers, a video arcade machine, a flight simulator. Thomas is legally blind, so he doesn't drive. Instead, he flies with the aid of hand controls and a video screen. His four-legged companion shares his solitude and his coffee and his passion for the theremin, an instrument Thomas has gravitated to and become a champion of.
Yeah, my passion for the instrument is it's musical. It basically helped restore my interest in playing music rather than just listening to it. I used to play the violin up until my early teens, and of course I managed to damage my index finger when I was cutting a part for a model. And so now whenever I try to do vibrato, I can't do vibrato anymore on that instrument.
Lots of people dismiss it as a toy, thinking it isn't really serious because all you have to do to make a sound with it is wave your hand at it. Besides, it can't be real because you don't touch it. Anyone could play it. But hey, just try it sometime.
Learning that from here to here is an octave jump on a theremin. That takes a long time to develop. In fact, it is so difficult to play well that it took me 3 weeks to go from sounding like a catfight in a sewer pipe to playing an actual scale.
He has become a master of the obscure, a champion of the difficult. And from his little hideaway in Fondren and Jackson, Thomas Grillo has caused the theremin to be heard round the world, playing movie tracks and themes and striving to give ether waves their place, and with woodwinds and brass and percussion, and making music out of thin air.